So I'm going to take you through a quick just overview of the California Department of Insurance site. So you kind of know how to navigate it as you're getting your property and casualty or your life and health license. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the main site. If you look on the top, the main one you're going to need to focus on for this is going to be agent and broker. So if you go here on the drop down, you'll be able to see producer licensing quick guide. That is my best friend or was my best friend during the licensing process. Also the applying for your license and check licensing status, right? And also producer online services. So these probably 4 links are going to be your best friend. I'm going to first click on producer licensing quick guide. So if you go here, bear with me as it loads. You'll see this menu on the right-hand side will give you a lot of the information that you need. So I always like to look at, okay, what is the information that I need? So application information, if you click on that, this will kind of give you licensing types and requirements, licensing application, and you'll be able to choose resident applications. So does CDI have fingerprint requirements? Down here, sorry. So this is for resident and non-resident. So it answers a lot of your questions here. Another good link is applying for your license. So if you click on this link, if you're in California, it's going to be individual residence license. If you are outside, it's going to be individual non-resident. If you're a business entity, you're going to click the third link. So I'm going to click individual resident license. And from here, it gives me kind of everything that I need. So if you click here, it'll give you the requirements. It'll give you all the different licenses within California, but you'll click on property and casualty producer. And if you are life and accident and health, it'll also have that link for you. So the examination information, here's the insurance license examination information and candidate bulletin. But I will tell you, really great side note, PSI Online. So psi.candidates, candidates.psiexams.com. If you go here, this is going to be a really good site for you to register and take your exam. First thing you'll do is you'll create an account. Then you'll register for an examination or schedule an examination. I have another video on that that walks you through that process. So back to the site. Here you can also explore getting your fingerprints. So there is specific paperwork that you will need in order to get your fingerprints. So obtaining fingerprint impressions, right? If you go here, how to submit your fingerprints, how to properly record. But I love these links down here. So the live scan form and the licensing application instructions. So if you go here, I'm going to just click on that. It'll actually give you a form that you can pre-fill and print out. So when you walk in to get your fingerprints, you are kind of ready to go. So you can go here, you can print form, you can reset it, you can download and handwrite it, whatever your preference is. So I'm going to go back to the site. You can also find places near you that do fingerprints. So if you go down to this link, live scan fingerprint vendors, if you click there, it's going to ask you to enter your information, zip code, and it'll give you all the different areas or vendors that do it, whether they're open or closed because of COVID, how much the cost is for it. So you'll need to pre-fill this paperwork, and then you'll go ahead and find your location, submit it. All of this, of course, happens after you submit your application, pass your exam and submit your application, right? So another thing is applying for your license. So let's go back here. When you're applying for your license, bear with me. It'll take you back to this menu always. and you want to apply for individual residence license, it has the link on this site for you to be able to, complete your application. So filing online. So if you go ahead and click on that, the site they use is CIRCON Online Service. So you notice mine's purple. That's because I help a lot of agents and their staff get licensed. So you would click on this CIRCON Online Services. So it's going to take you to this site where if you're a new insured licenses, you would go ahead and click here. So new license. If you're resident, you'd click resident. Individual, if you're part of a firm, you click firm. From there, you go ahead and enter your email address, and then you'd start the application process. Just a little note, if you are applying for your property and casualty, it'll be property and casualty agent and broker. If you are applying for your life and health, it'll say life only, you'll click two boxes basically when it's asking you which licenses, but essentially it is life, accident and health, and then property and casualty. And if you are so basically everything you need is going to be under agents and brokers. You can either use these 4 links, are probably the most relevant. And then once you click on producer licensing quick guide, you'll see the side menu and you can navigate through here. You can print and download your license. You can check your license status, pretty much anything you need. If you have additional questions, click the link to schedule a meeting in the bio.